Hello, this storm is pretty bad, isn't it? How are you? Is everything okay? We are fine, but we did lose power just a few moments ago. It looked like a tree fell on one of the power lines. Thank you for the offer, that's so kind. The house is already cooling off, so we will gather a few things to come in yours in the next hour or so. Thank you, Dad. Dad has invited us to come stay with them until the electricity is back on.
That sounds lovely. How kind of them. Alice, let's get a few bits together to take with us in case we end up spending the night.
So what are we making today?
Mince pies and Christmas biscuits.
2 of my favorite Christmas treats.
Here, Alice, why don't you help rub the fat into the flour for the pastry while I sort out the filling?
Okay, Nana.
And in the weather this evening, we are expecting continued wind through tomorrow as Storm Betsy continues to rage across Britain. Please plan to stay indoors as much as possible and secure loose items outside of your house, such as recycling bins.
Nana, are the mince pies ready? I am so hungry for a mince pie. Not yet, Hugh. It'll be a little while.
It sure makes you thankful for light when you don't have it, doesn't it, Alice?
Yes, it does. Our house was so dark when the electricity went off.
The Bible tells us in Isaiah 9, verse 2, that when Jesus came, the people who walked in darkness saw a great light. Those who dwelt in a land of deep darkness, on them a light shone. That means that spiritually, all humans are in the dark because of sin. And when Jesus came, he came to shine light into our hearts. He came to show us what God is like.
So, does that mean baby Jesus was shining in the manger after he was born?
That's a good question, Alice. Jesus' skin probably didn't shine, but we can read in the Gospel, John chapter 8, what Jesus says about himself. He says, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. If we're in the dark, we can't tell if this is a mince pie or Hugh's nose. The light helps us see what is true, what things really are.
Jesus is the light for the world. He helps us know what is true, and he shows us that when we do bad things like lying or not minding our parents or carers or teachers, taking what doesn't belong to us, it's because we have a sinful, dark hearts. Jesus shows us our sin, but he came to save us from that darkness. He is God, and he came to this earth as a baby to grow up and live and die to pay the price for our sin, our rebellion against God. Jesus calls each of us to believe in the Lord Jesus Christ and be saved.
It is amazing that Jesus would come down to earth as a baby to live and then die for me. God must love us a lot to send his son.
Yes, Alice, he loves us very much.
It smells so good in here. Are the mince pies done baking yet? May I have 1 or 2 or 3? Well, Hugh, let's just start with 1 for now. There are plenty for later. Don't you worry. We are hearing reports from across North Wales that lots of towns are without power tonight.
Electric queues are working hard to store power, but it looks like it may be another day or 2 until the electricity can be restored.
Well, it sounds like you may get to spend the night with us. Tomorrow, let's make a Yule log.
That sounds lovely.